Hello everyone, Daisy here with another layout for the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Today some of us are doing a surprise hop just for Christy because we love her and want to support her channel, and she is the sweetest, and yeah, we're just very appreciative of Christy. So we decided to put together this secret hop and we hope that she enjoys it. So I started out with a piece of white cardstock that I gessoed with some white gesso, and I am channeling my Christy. So Christy likes to do this sort of mixed media and creating kind of backgrounds or things behind like her elements on her pages. So I figured I was going to go for it. And I'm using Distress Oxide inks and just smushing it around. I had traced a hexagon onto the background of my page, and I just did it lightly in pencil. You can see it a little bit, but it's fine. It'll be mainly covered up, so you won't be able to see it anyway. And I'm using, let's see, Blueprint Sketch, Cracked Pistachio, and Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide inks, and just going around in these three kind of colors. So I am using the sketch, and I'm also doing this for a National Scrapbooking Day challenge over at Scrapbooking Cards Today. It was not pastel colors, spring colors, and there are certain colors that you had to use on your layout, and so I had this paper. You can kind of see it over on the right hand side. It was from a Dear Lizzie collection, and it had all the colors I was supposed to use in it, and then I just chose to pull some of them out and use them as mixed media. So after doing the packaging technique, now I'm going through and splattering, and this is my new favorite way of splattering. So I put it on some plastic, and then I kind of use the edge of the plastic to create the splatters, and I find that you don't get that that weird like long splatter shape. You get more of the really good droplets. So if you want to try that out, yeah, and I really love how this background turns out. Now my gesso wasn't 100% dry, so it does cause a little bit of warping, but now that it is dry, it's pretty flat, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I cut these this paper into a bunch of triangles so that I can make that hexagon shape, and I'm just using some craft foam and backing that. Now I am not going in true Christy style with this because Christy uses minimal amount of her foam, and I have to pile it on because I don't like it when it starts to droop a little bit, so I like to go crazy and make sure the whole back of my piece is covered. And this is just the cheap craft foam that you can get at Walmart. I think I get 40 pieces of adhesive back craft foam for like $5 or something like that. And I'm just kind of loosely putting them in the spaces that I want them in. And that piece of paper also has rose gold in the background, and that's going to come in later because I'm going to make it my own, or cut my own title piece out of some rose gold mirror cardstock from the Cardstock Warehouse, and it matches perfectly. And so I'm super happy with how this is looking. I'm just trying to shift things over a little bit so you can see kind of an even amount of mixed media all the way around the hexagon shape. And then I'm going to start adhering stuff down. But I wish I would have waited for the gesso to be completely dry because it was really hard to get it to stick. So I have my stamp blocks out there, and I don't know, I thought I had hit record and apparently I didn't. So you missed, I outlined the outside edge of the page with a black pen, and then I added some thread, and I like to go to estate sales, and I am obsessed with buying like their old sewing stuff, and so I have a lot of this like vintage thread. It's like all older stuff. You can't buy it anymore, obviously. But you can't really sew with it either because it's really pretty old. So I find that that is what I use on my layouts. If I'm going to use thread, that's what I'm going to tangle up. First of all, it usually tangles a lot better than the new stuff. And second of all, it's a way to use it, use it up and not have to throw it away. So I used kind of a corally orange color, a light pink, and a yellow. And then I also went over and stalked Christy's Instagram account, and I remembered she had this photo, and I absolutely love this photo of her, and so I thought I would go ahead and scrap this photo. If you don't know, Christy and I are best friends. We talk every single day, like all day long. We talk a ton, most days anyway. And we talk about everything, not just scrapbooking or anything. So we really are best friends. And so I thought that this would be a great way to, I don't know, pay tribute to her, I guess. So I pulled in my Cocoa Vanilla die cuts and decided to pull out kind of the orangey color out of the page. And so I'm using all of these florals, and I think most of them are from More Than Words, but I have a couple of collections together and they're kind of mixed up, so I think for the most part it's More Than Words, but there might be some Bohemian Dreams or Midnight in there as well. And so I pulled out a couple of little like phrase stickers. I have that banner, it says love this, and I actually cut down another arrow that said, the arrow said love your face, or that face, and I cut off that face, so it says love that face on that little banner down there. I layered up a beautiful with a little label sticker, and I'm using a couple of these little tabbies at the top. One says beautiful and one says favorite in the Canadian way of spelling favorite, so that's perfect because Christy is Canadian. And yeah, so it says beautiful, and then this one says little moments, because this was a day where I think she's wearing this cute little yellow rain jacket, and she went and got coffee for herself, and she's just looking cute, so it is a beautiful little moment for her. I'm just sticking down these flowers, and then I'm going to go off and work on my title. So I think I left it all in here so you get to see. But I used a font that I have that I'm pretty sure I bought from Silhouette, or the Silhouette store, and I just put out the title, I put Best Friends Forever, and then I decided just to cut it down to Best Friend, and yeah, put that on the layout. And I'm also pulling out these rose gold sequins, and they are amazing, and they're from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they are sparkly, perfect color rose gold for this layout. So I'm just layering them around a little bit, and I'm using my excuse me, my glue dots to stick, or my Zats blings to stick them down. And now I'm going for my title, and I'm not going to make you watch me punch all the little pieces out of it. I'm just going to pull the title out so you can kind of see where I'm going to place it. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So there will be a list down below for all of the people who are participating in this hop, and there will also be a link down below for Christy's channel, so you definitely want to head on over and check it out. She's doing 30 days of sketches, so she has got tons of layouts going up on her channel this month. So yeah, and Christy, we love you. I hope you enjoy your surprise, and I will see everybody next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.